Michaela. Is it recording?
Does she want her to look at camera 3?
Of course it is. It's recording, go ahead.
Adequate, an adjective, satisfactory or acceptable in quality or quantity. This show is adequate.
Glue, scissors, tape. Come on, let's create.
Wrench was a wrench. A well-adjusted, driven, civically minded wrench. One that enjoyed growing carrots, eating milkshakes, and voting in every election. One morning, Wrench was fiddling around in the kitchen when something through the window caught its eye. Something the Wrench had seen all of its life. It was a car driving on square wheels, as they had, for all the Wrench knew, forever. While Wrench's attention was rapt, it didn't notice at first that a glass had been knocked off the counter. Wrench would later pick that up. Wrench was conscientious, but not before it had rolled a little ways. Looking at the cars motoring down the street as the hammer pushed its truck, Wrench wondered if this really was the best way to travel. It hadn't crossed Wrench's mind in the past, but really, these cars aren't moving any faster than the Wrench could walk. Maybe automobiles weren't the models of convenience they'd always been made out to be. To gather itself, Wrench went to its study, where Wrench had always gone to mull over puzzlements. Wrench pondered, and it dawned on Wrench that maybe the problem was that all of these cars had square wheels, and that maybe that was why they didn't roll smoothly, which in turn inhibited acceleration and the maintaining of satisfactory speed. Eureka! But then, what shape would be better? The triangle? The hexagon? A parallelogram? It was then that the Wrench remembered something that had coincidentally happened at the same time it had been watching the hammer push the car. When the glass had fallen to the ground, it had rolled smoothly, and the shape of a glass when it's on its side is a circle. That was it! Circles!
Look at me, look at you!
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you fun facts about television. Fun facts about television. Fun facts about television. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you fun facts about television. Fun facts about television.
Sure, you think you know television just because you have one in your house. But did you know that before television was invented, families used to gather around their radios to hear stories?
Yeah, we got big blockers on Thursday. He's coming around home, the crowd's going wild, folks. I can't believe this thing is going bad.
On the radio, fun facts about television.
Animals are on the loose in downtown Olympia. This has been a kids' news update at the top and bottom of every hour.
The procession of the species began in 1995, when a group of Olympia residents decided to create a community celebration in order to honor Earth Day. Since then, it has turned into one of the largest Earth Day celebrations in Puget Sound, captivating audiences with art, music, and dance. During this celebration, children of all ages create costumes out of found and recycled materials, dressing up as creatures from their imaginations and participating in the parade of elements, a joyous spectacle for all.
Fun facts about television.
First televisions only broadcasted in black and white. Black and white. Fun facts about television.
I want a sandwich.
Now, why would you want to go and do something like that? Your crusts are just fine.
Well, the Muffin Kids, they don't have any crusts.
You know, everybody is baked differently.
Yeah!
Fun facts about television. Television works like this. A TV station broadcasts electromagnetic waves right into your TV at home. The TV's job is to take those electromagnetic waves and transform them into something we can recognize, like sound and light.
Sound and light. Fun facts about television.
Monster moves. Monster moves. Hey guys, welcome to Monster Moves. This is your monster move of the day. Raise your arms above your head and just shake them. Shake your hands above your head. You're doing a monster move. See you later, 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 later.
Flap, 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 flap.
Coolympia! Fun facts about television.
10 years ago, high-definition television was invented. An HD TV is one that works digitally, which makes images on the screen appear sharper, more colorful, and truer to life than televisions of the past. To support these TVs, many stations are now switching to high-definition cameras to make their shows look even better.
High definition. Fun facts about television.
Look at me, look at you. Look at me, look at you.
Look at me, look at you. Look at me, look at you. Look at me, look at you. Look at me, look at you. Look at me. Look at you. Look at me, look at you. Fun facts about television.
Every year, TVs get bigger and smaller. Television makers are working every day to reinvent the television itself. Just think about the many different ways we'll be watching television in the future.
Fun facts facts about television. Fun facts about television. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.
Proudly, Wrench went to reveal its findings to experts in the transportation industry, but found that everywhere it went, Wrench's conclusion was dismissed. I've spent my whole life selling cars. What could a wrench who has only seen cars driven, never having even driven one themselves, know about transportation? Said the wealthy car dealer Pliers. This is the way we've always done it. If it was good enough for our grandparents and parents, it's good enough for us, said the screwdriver, owned the largest square tire producer in the country. How could you think you know more about tires than the screwdriver? The screwdriver makes the best tires on the market, and all you know comes from books, said the hammer, who the wrench had seen pushing its car past the wrench's house earlier. But the wrench persisted in perfecting its vision, and after days and nights of hard work and toil, the wrench met the kindly old saw who was open to new ideas, and understood that the wrench might be onto something, and allowed the wrench to put these newfangled round wheels on the saw's car. And though it took a while for the more stubborn of the car enthusiasts to come around, eventually everyone accepted that this little wrench was right, and the rest is what the historians call history.
Coolympia would like to say so long for now. We wish that we could stay with you and play the day away with you, but now it's time to take a bow. Coolympia would like to say farewell, goodbye. We wish we didn't have to go, we're really gonna miss you though. We'll see you all next time. Yes, we'll see you all next time. Flap, 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 flap.
Coolympia!